Alright, Reedsport Legal here. It's 5:59 for the 6 o'clock news report. I don't know that you can see the clock over there on Umpqua Bank. See? We got Umpqua Bank. We're supposed to be Umpqua County, not Idaho. Maybe the state of Jefferson, but definitely not Douglas County. But anyhow, for the 6 o'clock weather report, we have what I will call precipitation. No pretty clouds tonight. No pretty little sunsets. And we have a light sprinkling, 42 degrees. We'll call it precipitation, not rain. It's raining. Well, no, it isn't. Rain is something that occurs naturally from a front coming in like we used to see in the old days. We would have a front coming in. Fishermen would see it, or you'd see it on the news back when we had real meteorologists. Can't blame them. So many of them quit because they couldn't diagnose the weather, because it's not weather anymore, it's geoengineering. Now, Reedsport, the city, says you can't collect water. It's illegal. Well, I don't know why anybody would, because every time we have precipitation like this, like I said, it's full of barium, strontium, and aluminum. So you have geoengineered precipitation, moisture. Let's look up the Umpqua. And you see those in there. Well, anyhow, back to the city and them having a monopoly on water. Can't collect any water off the roofs. Like I said, why would anybody want to? It's like a fan of Reedsport Legal, seeing what I'm doing. Anyhow, you can see it, you can hear the noise, plenty of precipitation. But how about that monopoly? No entity may create a monopoly. If you have a well, you're supposed to fill it in. You can be arrested and jailed in Reedsport. While we're on the water issue and rain, let me bring up the fact that Oregon is one of the few states that claims that they own the rain. Any precipitation that falls out of the air, they own. What a scam. The city turns around and charges you a $3 rain tax every month for the water that falls on your property. Now, if the state actually technically owns that, why are we paying $3 every month, every household? If you remember right, years ago, this very street down here where you see where that tapers off, the water used to run off of the city street into a bunch of people's property down there. So we tried to get an exemption for them, and then the city said, oh no, we're not going to do that. Just because the water does it, you still got to pay the $3 rain tax. So anyhow, you can't have a monopoly. You're not even allowed to buy water and have it trucked in, or bring it in yourself and keep it in storage in the back. That's illegal. So, America, home of the free. Nothing's free. 166 separate taxes that you can be available to pay in the state of Oregon. 166. Interesting number. Surprised it's not 666. Alright, signing off, light and love. One thing to think about, they say when it's gloomy like this, it brings us down. So if weather affects human behavior and emotions, can a city's emotions affect the weather? We're all mad and pissed off at one another, whether we're Republican or Democrats, whether we're left or right. Napoleon said it best, never interrupt the enemy with war while he slowly defeats himself. While we're fighting amongst ourselves, they're laughing all the way to the bank. All the way, all the way to the bank. There's a thought. There's a state that has, they don't allow any banks in there. The state is the bank. And nobody gets $1 million salary, no CEOs. Everybody just gets a good, fair wage. And the people love that. I think that's South Dakota. We could do the same thing here in Umpqua County once we split from Douglas County. Alright, didn't want this one to go too long. Light and love. Hopefully we're doing something out there. Got a next city council meeting coming up in a little less than a month. I want to challenge everybody to get a hold of me, and let's plan on going to the next city council meeting.